Hello, this is Murat. I am one of the co-founders of Segmentify and I am the CEO of Segmentify. In Segmentify, we help online brands to grow their business by providing them end-to-end solutions. It's a customer engagement platform. We founded Segmentify in 2015. Recently, I have been mainly focusing on the global footprint of Segmentify and managing all the team in the Segmentify. Like many more startups, our journey started in an incubation center with three of us actually founded the initial version of Segmentify in 2015. At the end of the first year, we reached a number of 15 team members. We moved out of the incubation center to our first office. From there, actually now we are more than 70 people. We have offices in 5 different countries. During the growth of Segmentify, actually we face multiple problems. As a startup, you expect them going to the scale up. One of the major problems was actually by acquiring the customers, the way you provide the support to them, the way you manage the ticketing system, it's actually coming from all the markets and different products. When you start expanding the company to different markets, and now we are serving to 40 different countries. As you can imagine, this brings different language, different currency requirements, and when you expand your scale from one module to 17 different modules, it needs more and complicated systems to support your customers and to manage your growth. The main problems at this stage to support our own growth we faced is the lack of capability to provide different countries, capability to provide support for different currencies, different time zones, where we looked for different alternatives. What we tried during those years is to find out the best CRM which can help us to manage our teams located in different countries, located in different time zones, trying to acquire customers from different markets, which has different currencies, which has different languages. So every single new market we launched our operations, the existing CRMs started to lack to provide the actual capability for different operations. That was the main problem we focused on, we tried to solve. For the problems I already mentioned, we tried and used different multiple products. But at the stage of moving from a startup to a scale-up, we were in the need to look for a new solution that can actually cover our operations in different markets, mainly for the trouble ticketing and support system, and our CRM. And as a technology team, we wanted a solution that we can actually kind of play on it, kind of customize based on our own needs and easily and get an excellent level of support from the provider of the CRM. Our journey started with famous, handy, quick SaaS CRM solutions and desk solutions where we hit the capabilities of expansion and providing complicated solutions to the complicated problems. And our extensive research brought us to Zoho, and we immediately moved our desk system to Zoho's desk. And when we saw the capabilities there, and when we deepened our investigations, we realized initially we should move our CRM to Zoho desk and do the integration between desk and CRM. The first year of operations with Zoho, we mainly and extensively used Zoho desk and Zoho CRM together, and we explored the opportunities of Zoho One, which provides an extensive set of tools which I never saw in other providers for every single need for a scale-up in its lifetime. Zoho more or less has a solution in its product family under Zoho One licensing, which means after the first year we moved to Zoho One licensing, and for the last 2 to 3 years we have been under Zoho One license. Currently we have 90 users who uses Zoho One. So if you ask me where Segmentify positions Zoho in its own operations, it is actually twofold. The first one is our whole customer life cycle, starting from the lead in our CRM. During our free trials, proof of concept stages are all operations with that lead. When that lead is converted into a customer, our whole customer life cycle with them, which means deploying new tools, meeting their requirements and ticketing system, invoicing them using Zoho subscriptions, even all our financial transactions from our customers and expenses are mainly kept in Zoho. So whole customer lifecycle is actually monitored, provided, quality assurance is provided through Zoho solutions. This is the first main actually usage of Zoho in Segmentify. To be able to provide this, we integrated Zoho CRM, Zoho Desk, and Zoho subscriptions and Zoho projects all together, and actually do the integration to provide a seamless actually service to our customers. The second actually usage of Zoho in Segmentify is our own relationship with our own team actually. So which means from recruiting our team members, we use Zoho Recruit, managing their human resources and whole relationship with the company, performance monitoring and everything, we use the Zoho people. And then actually training them, providing new actually documentaries, new actually training materials to them, and making sure they already got these trainings. We use Zoho Training Center heavily, and we also use Zoho Training Center to educate and train our own customers as well. So which means some of the Zoho modules we use for our own staff and for the customers, but mainly we position Zoho to manage all our relationships with our customers and team members as well. My favorite tool in Zoho family is Zoho CRM. First of all, because up until the beginning of this year, I used to manage the sales and marketing teams as well. I was heavily using Zoho CRM. Within Zoho CRM, the best feature I like is the dashboards it provides for me, because we have been operating in, as I said, 40 different countries, and with our active 5 sales offices in those countries, I need to manage the pipelines very carefully. So I could do the projections for my sales operations, growth operations, monthly recurring revenues, all different actually currencies. It is really hard to be able to see one monthly recurring revenue, which I think it was impossible for us to deploy with any other solution. But every single day we got the recent currencies from the European Central Bank, update every single quote we have in Zoho CRM, every single invoice we have in Zoho CRM, and I am able to see one single unique monthly recurring revenue, which makes me quite happy to make a better projection on this. In addition, if you ask the favorite of the team from my perspective is our recent deployment of Zoho projects. For the last year we moved all 200 plus customers to Zoho project because to differentiate Segmentify from its own competition, and every single customer's Zoho project has different roadmaps for them. For every single 90 days, we define these roadmaps in Zoho projects, deploy them, and took actions in the Zoho Desk with this integration. And we feed the results of these Zoho projects into our Zoho CRM. So all these actually unique operation and integrated operations help my team to see one picture for every single customer. And using all these 3 different solutions in an integrated manner brings a new endeavor actually. How we could see the results from all these operations. At the end of the day, these are 3 different actually tools. Yes, we integrated them, we use them heavily, but to be able to see the whole picture, you need to actually enable and use Zoho Analytics. All the results from these operations are fed to Zoho Analytics, where we can get extensive actually reporting to see how much time we spent for every single customer, what was the actual results from our actual operations there, do they meet certain criteria, do we need to take any actions, or if everything is quite actually expected and good, you can easily share these results with your customers to show them how your operations actually help them to grow their revenue, for example. The thing I love about Zoho is that we can customize. That is what we need actually. At the very early stages, while we are deploying our Zoho Desk and CRM, our actually local country partners, Cloudflex, helped us a lot to be able to understand how we can use the products, how we can get them live very quickly, and how we can start customizing it. Once we are quite familiar with the product, we actually trained our own team by even actually talking with the main Zoho team to be able to actually hands-on experience, quickly customize the tools based on our requirements. For every single need now in Segmentify, when we actually face a new problem, the first question we ask, can we do this with Zoho? A, does Zoho has a solution for this? B, if not, how quick we can customize the current solutions to face this requirement as well. This is the actually most handy thing for a founder. how we customize Zoho now is in multiple different ways. The first one is Zoho has different multiple solutions. We are heavily integrating those Zoho solutions between each other, and we use their custom functions while integrated even, providing different information from one Zoho solution to other one. The second one is the capability of integrating Zoho to other tools. I want to give an example here from our own tool. So we integrated Zoho to Segmentify's own solutions. So the performance we see for every single customer in Segmentify, we feed this data by using APIs to Zoho's own infrastructure, to Zoho Analytics. So there we can see the results of our activities from Zoho Desk and Zoho Project. The results are actually taken by Segmentify, and we see the performance there. Then we feed this performance back to Zoho Analytics. So from one platform, we can see the results of our activities in Zoho's platform. And the third one is the Zoho's marketplace. When you need a new activity within your growth or within your operations, if there is another tool that is actually capable of providing this capability, you can easily integrate this to your Zoho environment from the marketplace. One another advantage having our own operations in Zoho is to be able to actually manage remote teams. We have teams in 6-7 different countries from different perspectives: the technical team, the support team, the sales teams, the marketing teams, to be able to actually help them to perform their operations still in a hybrid environment, remote offices, different time slots, different countries. Zoho's wholly integrated infrastructure helped us to see their performance, to be able to help them to operate in an efficient environment. Meanwhile, as the CEO of the company, I am also benefiting from all these features from Zoho's mobile environment. I am traveling a lot to be able to manage all this process, mainly see the dashboards from my mobile is an added value as well, which is, I think, is a must for today's high speed, high networked and highly actually changing times and markets and places. So if you are traveling a lot, it helps you. I think it was a wise decision to start with the individual solutions, bundle them, and once the actual company is in a level of affording the Zoho One license, I strongly advise anybody to check if those other tools can actually replace some of the existing tools that they are already paying. So because there is one budget, one tool, and anybody in the company can access these tools, which is lovely for us. What is the level of companies actually can get this benefit from Zoho? I think in all levels you can get benefit from Zoho. Based on all these experience and these all advantages of the Zoho environment, I strongly advise companies to actually deploy Zoho solutions in their operations. Once we made our mind to move forward with Zoho, next we look for the partner of Zoho in our actually environment with whom we can work. And more or less all the actually questions we passed to our ecosystem actually resulted us to the Zoho Premium partner, Cloudflex. They started with being our sales partner, and during the implementation and migration, we endeavored a lot of actually points that we deployed and customized for our own needs, which actually comes up with lots of questions. At that stage, you need a partner who can actually either solve the problem, or if not by their own resources, guide you to the headquarters of Zoho to help you to be able to use Zoho seamlessly. So our experience with Cloudflex was perfect on this, from the sales operations and after sales supports and implementation process, even in the customization process. We saw all the support from them, so I strongly advise to be able to actually work with them for any company looking forward to migrate to Zoho.